Hello, Sagittarius. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How are you guys? This is your love and life reading focused on the first half of February, from the 1st all the way through the 15th. General reading, as always, guys. It's not going to resonate with every single person. So please do take from this reading what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. And I will also have a list of all of the card decks that I do use during any given reading, Sagittarius. So what I've chosen for you guys are 3 card decks that we will be using for the focus messages. And I forget the name of this one. I believe it's the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. And then we've got the Signs from Spirit Love Oracle by Mystic Moon. And then we'll grab some messages from the Divine Love and Separation deck by Fire Witch Tarot. So let me go ahead and set these first 2 aside, and then we'll grab some from the Energy Oracle cards to see what it is that you need to focus on this time, Sagittarius, okay? So let's take a look and see. Angels and Spirit Guides for Sagittarius. And for cross watchers, anybody else who's been guided to tune in, let's take a look and see what it is that you need to focus on for the first half of February. I am guided to this one here. You have the first chakra, Archangel Michael. Okay, so Archangel Michael is present for this reading. And the first chakra is also known as the base chakra, focusing on the words I have. The color red is identified with that. It's located in the adrenals and the base of your spine. And it's also earth energy. So the person that you're focused on for this reading could be a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus. And part of the energy of the first chakra is tied into earthly issues, your survival, your physical health, your body, your money, your food, your shelter, however way that is being challenged at this time. It's addressing that. And perhaps there is an imbalance in that chakra. So it's coming forward to bring that to you, that's something that you need to focus on at this time, Sagittarius, okay? So let's add to this with some additional insight from the Signs from Spirit Love Oracle by Mystic Moon. So angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius. What else do you need to focus on for this reading? What else is trying to grab your attention at this time in love and life for the first half of February? Let's grab this one here. Ooh, look at that. See, shark, survival, and that's the imbalance coming forward from the first chakra, because it is about your earthly issues, and survival is a part of that. So if that's being challenged at this time, Sagittarius, that's something that you need to work on and focus on at this time. So 2 cards really focusing on very similar energies and messages. Okay, so let's add to this with some messages from the Divine Love and Separation in regard to your love life, the person that you are focused on for this reading, Sagittarius. This is for those of you specifically who are at a distance, going through challenges, and you're not together at this time. Let's take a look and see what it is that needs to be focused on. Let's grab this one here. I miss your silliness, your laugh, your kisses, and of course, sex. All right, so that is a very telling message, Sag, for the person that you are in separation from. They miss you first and foremost. They miss your sense of humor, your laughter, the affection, and of course the intimacy that is coming through here. All right, guys, so let's see where else this is gonna go. Let's add to this with some Mystic Moon oracles. So angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius. What else do we need to focus on here? What else needs to come through for this reading for Sagittarius? All right, let's see where this is going to take you, Sag. What messages need to come through that you would benefit from at this time? Third-party situations. That's potentially what could have driven a wedge between you and your person, Sagittarius. Whether you entered into the third party or your person did, it's coming through here. Okay, now third parties, of course, could be a person, but it can be a situation. It could be some aspect of the connection that was challenged and it drove a wedge between the two of you. So it doesn't have to be infidelity. It does not have to be cheating, but it can be, of course. Someone is coming forward with the energy of feeling like they're a victim in all this. Could be you, Sagittarius, that's feeling like this. Feeling bound to it still, attached to it, even if it is just energetically at this point. That you didn't have much control over what happened here and that you were feeling like a victim, that you feel like your hands are tied, unable to do anything about it. We do have a twin flame connection that is being reflected here. Your twin flame possibly coming through telling you, I miss your silliness, your laugh, your kisses, and of course, sex. For those who are unfamiliar, a twin flame is someone that's coming through as your mirror soul in this lifetime. Someone who is the other half of that soul. You can only have one twin flame in your life. You can have quite a few soulmates, but just one twin flame. And your person could be saturating themselves in this dark energy of this card, that dark night of the soul vibration coming through. And that's potentially what created issues and drama, and somebody put a stop to it. But there's still love here. Okay, there's another flame there. We've got quite a few flames that's being represented already, because there's a flame in this photo as well. So we've got two flames here, twin flames. And then we've got the twin flame card coming through already. So even though you guys had endured something difficult in this connection, the love is still here. The need for patience is coming through here. And the Temperance card in Tarot is all about patience. And that is your very own energy, Sagittarius. So if this is a cycle that hasn't quite phased itself out of the equation here, perhaps you got to have patience for this to cycle out. We have abandoned, and perhaps part of what you're waiting for is for this third party situation to no longer be a part of the problem, and somebody needs to abandon the third party here. Whether, again, it is tied into infidelity and cheating, a partner who stepped out on the relationship, or it could be somebody who is just allowing too many outside factors and influences, and that's affecting the relationship. We have the release card coming through as well. So there's the third party that needs to be released here, and also whatever else is causing drama in the situation that's creating problems between you and your person, Sagittarius, that needs to be released as well. Commitment. Perhaps your person is unable to commit to you the way you're wanting, and or this is how they're feeling about you. Of course, it could all be reversed, so take it for how it resonates with you. Someone had to put a stop to these big dreams because it is falling right below pause, and perhaps part of their dreams, Sagittarius, and or a part of your dreams was to build a life with this individual, and they stepped down on the connection and entered into a third-party situation or allowed outside factors to cause issues in your relationship. We do have divine masculine coming through here, falling right below devotion. So I feel my divine masculines are still quite invested in this relationship. Even if you guys are not together at this point and you're in separation, I still feel here that my divine masculine is still willing to work on this partnership. Okay, so let's add to this with the Pining Rose Love Oracle by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius, please, in love and life for the first half of February. All right, let's see what else needs to come through here. But they do miss you. They're still thinking about you, Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, what else do we need to know for this reading? For Sagittarius, what else needs to come forward here? Waiting. Interesting. Falling right below patience. Yeah. There is a need to wait here. Perhaps you're waiting for this person to get out of that third-party situation, Sagittarius, if it's still happening. And that's perhaps why you're missing them, and or they're missing you, because they've allowed themselves to enter into a situation that perhaps isn't fulfilling them, and they feel tied to it at this point. So they ultimately need to walk out on that situation in order to invest in the relationship with you, Sagittarius. And look, we still have still pining. So even though somebody more than likely has abandoned the relationship at this point or needs to, but more than likely you guys are not together, they're still thinking about you. They're still pining for you. They are unable to let you go at this point, Sag. And or this is a part of your struggle, that despite the fact that they hurt you, they entered into a third party, you're still finding it very hard to move on, maybe. We have forgiven. It's interesting how we've got no right after it. So someone is struggling to forgive here. We have a secret admirer that could be reflected off of that third party. It could have started off as just a casual interest from somebody and it turned into something more. Something that definitely crossed the line here. And so I feel someone is struggling to forgive the other person here, whatever side of the fence you fall on there, Sag. We do have awakening, however, followed by a yes answer. And then we've got, I miss you. Another reference to that same energy of somebody missing the other. And we do have a female figure in that photo, so it could be the divine feminine who is missing you, Sagittarius, if you happen to be divine masculine, or however way that's resonating for you. Part of the interpretation I'm picking up here is we do have a female figure in that photo, so it could be my divine feminine who's waking up to what it is that needs to be done at this point, what sort of action needs to be taken to either walk away from a third party, to release from a connection, to walk out on a situation in order to be able to manifest this commitment here. Somebody needs to release a situation or some aspect of the connection that's just not working, tied into third parties, secrets, infidelity for some of you guys. And again, somebody's just really struggling, coming to a place where they can forgive the person who hurt them. And going back to that shark, that survival card that came through, I feel for those of you resonating with this, you're just taking it one day at a time, and it's very hard for you to just get through a day without having to break down, without feeling like you're just struggling to make it through onto the next minute, just minute by minute. It's not even day by day. It's just minute by minute, just trying to survive the pain, the heartache that you've endured as a result of what happened between the two of you. It's been difficult. Let's add to this with some tarot. So Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. And of course, you don't have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the card deck. So let's see what else. What else needs to come through here? Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius. What else do we need to know at this time for Sagittarius, please? Is this situation fixable at this point? We do have the Two of Pentacles, which is earth energy. So that's Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So somebody's been juggling. Somebody's on this tightrope, just trying to balance things out in their life. It could be your person, Sagittarius, that they've created these situations for themselves with third-party situations, and it's brought you guys out of balance, and or they're just constantly juggling the drama of what they have created in their life. But there's definitely a need for balance here. The Seven of Wands is fire energy, which of course is your very own vibration, Sag, as well as Leo and Aries. So this has put you in defense mode. You know, you've got your defenses up, understandably so. If they cheated on you, if they hurt you, if they lied to you, if they were deceptive, keeping things from you, keeping secrets. And the Seven of Wands too is feeling like you're in competition with somebody else. And I believe you are in competition with either somebody else or something else, or you were. This is what you guys had endured and what brought you guys into separation for some of you guys. But the Seven of Wands too is all about perseverance and not giving up when times get tough. And I feel that that's you. Six of Cups, memories and reunion, is bringing forward nostalgic energy, remembering the good times, wanting to come back together, someone from your past who wants to come back into your life, Sagittarius. It, of course, is your choice. If you even want them back, that's your choice. But they are coming forward telling you that they miss you. Ten of Swords. I'm not surprised this is coming through. This is a painful ending. So if it hasn't happened already, this is inevitable that this is going to happen between you and your person. If somebody can't detach from whatever that third party represents, then this is going to end painfully if it hasn't already. That is air energy. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini could be the cause of that painful ending. For some of you, we have the Page of Cups coming through here, a message of love. That is water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Once again. So you might hear from this person, Sagittarius, either a text, a phone call. They might send you flowers, a card, however way that's reaching you by way of this message. But this is something that they want to do. But here we are with more secrets and deception from the Seven of Swords. More air energy. You know, this is secrets here. Look at the image there. It's like, shh, don't say anything. This is just between you and me. And trying to figure out some strategy on how to keep these secrets. And I feel, again, for some of you, this may have already happened. This is in the past. And this is what it is that needs to be released. This is a part of the challenge that you guys have already been through. And for some of you guys, it really created havoc in your relationship, and it drove a wedge between the two of you. And some of you guys may have abandoned the relationship. But you guys miss each other. That's what's coming through here as well. All right, let me make more room here so we can add to this, Sag, and let's see what else we can bring forward in this reading. So let's add to this with the romance angels. Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius, please. What else needs to come forward, please, in love and romance for Sagittarius for the first half of February? What else? Okay. Yeah, you gotta love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Especially when we experience something so painful as the Ten of Swords and feeling like your partner just wasn't into you anymore, or that they betrayed you and hurt you. And when that happens, something that devastating and painful, we tend to see ourselves in a very negative light, most likely feeling and having very low self-esteem. Like, what did I do? What could I have done differently? Wasn't I good enough? Wasn't I attractive enough? Couldn't I have done this? Couldn't I have done that? And then you get into the whole cycle of the what if thoughts. So it's time for you to work on yourself and to love yourself first this time, Sagittarius, especially if this person wasn't able to give you the love that you deserve. And perhaps that's why some of you guys are really struggling to forgive this person and what happened. We have children that are a part of this equation. So you and this person may have had children, or you had children from previous relationships. They were affected by what happened here as well. We also have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I feel this is coming through for those of you who still care for this person. You still love this person. You're still missing them. You're still thinking about them. And your person might be on the same page, but you guys are in separation as a result of what happened here due to a third party. But if you're both on the same page and are wanting the same thing to be able to manifest this commitment, then you guys can still come back towards each other and work on this. We do have express your love coming through, and I feel that's tied into this Page of Cups energy with that message of love. To be able to just go ahead and make the romantic gesture to this person. For some of you, this is coming through. Retreat. Disconnecting from this union. Some of you guys may have been married and had to deal with infidelity. And I feel for those of you resonating with that, you're at a separation. I feel your person, or at this point, maybe your ex-spouse, they still think about you. They're still feeling nostalgic. They miss you at times, but there are those of you that are potentially feeling like there's just too much that happened here and you can't forgive. Not right now anyway, and it might just need a little bit more time. Some of you guys were connected in a past life relationship, feeling like you were kindred spirits, like you've known each other before. And that's how you guys had connected. That was the common thread that brought you guys together. Perhaps you needed to finish what was started in a previous life. And there are those of you that this is coming through for. Free yourself from an ex, and once you do that, you've got new love coming in for you. So take these for how it resonates. But for some of you guys, yeah, it's time to free yourself and clear the energies of an ex in order for you to find the love that you have been searching for. Okay? So let's add to this with some Lovers Oracle, Sagittarius. Let's see what else needs to come through here. So angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius. Let's take a look and see what else needs to come forward. Okay, we've got playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So when you guys spent time together before everything went to hell, I feel you guys really had a great time together. Lots of laughter. You enjoy connecting and spending time with each other, and you can have that again if that's what you're both ultimately wanting here. The next card is acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Absolutely. Because you have no control of the other person. You can only control your life, yourself, and your reaction to what's happened. And you have the Freedom card coming through. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Absolutely. Nothing's stopping you from switching directions, from making better decisions for yourself, from starting a new love connection with somebody else, freeing yourself from situations, from people that made you feel like your hands were tied, that you had no choices, but you actually do. You have a lot more choices and more power at your hands than you realize, Sagittarius. And if this person does not realize it, then it's your prerogative to release them. Okay, so let's add to this. Let's grab some dialogue messages from the Messages of Love Oracle cards by All Things Intuitive. So Sagittarius, this is either what your person would want to say to you if they could. This could also be reflective off of what you would want to say if you had the opportunity. So we'll go ahead and grab a few messages from this deck, and whichever one you are guided towards, let's see if it resonates, okay? So angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius, please. Please bring forward whoever needs to speak up here. Whoever needs to speak up. Decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. Exactly. Okay, but for some of you, you might not be ready to make that decision, and that's okay. There is the need to wait and have patience. Okay, so if you feel you're not quite there yet, take your time. The decision will be made when you're ready. Next message, we have an apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. So you're going to hear from your person, especially if they know they hurt you, they know they created drama with a third party, they were the reason for what happened that brought you guys into separation. It might have taken them a while to come to this conclusion, but they, I feel, are ready to apologize to you. You also have support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. Friends, family that can uplift you, that can help you overcome the obstacles of what's going on in your life. We have stability coming through as well. This relationship can stand the test of time. So this is telling those of you that even though you've endured something pretty painful, if you're both wanting to work on this partnership and overcome the challenges and still really be committed to the partnership, you can recreate that stable energy between the two of you to where it can last long term. And perhaps you needed to experience this third party situation in order to appreciate each other and the relationship more. Here we are again with children that already came forward. So I really feel here for those of you with children, they are very much a part of this equation. Children are important to this partnership. So you already might have children with this person, or this is something that you guys had discussed, starting a family someday, and that is a potential for some of you guys. We have finances being reflected here. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. So for some of you guys, that third party could be due to financial struggles, and somebody might have needed to take on a second job or even a third job to where they couldn't spend time with you, Sagittarius, or this is something that you needed to do and they ended up stepping out on the relationship. Perhaps they felt neglected, or that they just spent too much time alone. However way that's playing itself out, tied into finances. Let's grab a couple more. We've got spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. Perhaps you already know this, or this is what needs to happen in order for you guys to take things to the next chapter of your love story or in your life. And for some of you guys, that spiritual lesson is something that you need to learn on your own, away from this person. And one last one, forgiveness. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. And it's so true, because you don't want to be holding on to all of that anger and painful energy. It's just going to hinder your own progress in your own life. Not to say that you condone what's been done to you or how they hurt you in any way. But this is for you. This forgiveness is to help you to move forward. And so going back to these two cards, it's like, no, I can't forgive you right now. And perhaps that's why waiting and patience is coming through here, because this is going to require some time for your heart to be able to forgive. And once you do, that's what's going to help you move forward, Sagittarius. And perhaps it's going to help this person as well to move forward in their life in however way that's going to play itself out. Whether you guys come back together or you both go your separate ways. But you don't want to be a vessel for all of the negative energy and baggage that you're holding onto, tied into the painful energies of what happened between the two of you. Okay? All right, guys. So let's close this out with some healing messages here. Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius, please. Some final thoughts, please, for Sagittarius. Some healing messages, please. Oh, wow. Archangel Michael, again. He's coming through here to bless this reading for you, Sagittarius. So if you're definitely in a very fragile place in your life right now, turn to Archangel Michael. He's here to assist you and guide you and help you. 2 cards focusing on Archangel Michael. So that's a sign right there. You can't ignore that message. Intention is the next card, which for me is tied into the law of attraction. What you choose to focus on, what you intend to happen, has to come from a place of positivity and love. If it's anything other than that, that's what you're going to attract back to you. If you're filled with rage and anger and frustrations and negative energy over what happened, you're going to just be bringing more of that to yourself. So make your intentions count and make sure you're coming from a place that can uplift you and move you forward, rather than holding you back and keeping you tied to situations that are just not serving a purpose in your life. Isn't it interesting how we have another reference to freedom that already came through from the Lover's Oracle deck? There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So claim your freedom if that's what you want. Nothing is keeping you tied down. Your hands are free to do what it is that you want in your life. We also have the soulmate card coming through here. So perhaps that's how you see this person that you're focused on for this reading, Sagittarius. And or this is how they see you. And you guys are still connecting because there is this soul contract between the two of you. That's soul connection. Last card is an answered prayer. So your prayers, Sagittarius, they've been heard and they will be answered in time. So you got to have patience, as this card states, for your prayers to be answered. It's on its way. Just hang tight. I feel it's going to be answered in the best way possible for you and your situation, so that you can move forward in your life, whether that is back together with your person who's coming forward as your soulmate, or just moving on and finding happiness elsewhere. And for those of you who are praying about something outside of your love life, some aspect of your life that is being challenged, whether that's tied into your finances, your health, your family life, your other relationships, however way it is being reflected through these prayers, just know that they have been heard and your prayers will be answered. So hang tight and just wait for it. It's on its way. All right, Sagittarius. So that's where I'm going to leave this, guys. Thank you so much for being here, for tuning in. And if you are interested in a personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box. And I'll be back real soon, guys, with more readings for you. Thank you guys so very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.